Hello everyone, this is Julia from Avalon Rituals. Thank you for tuning into your reading for February 2021 with the Lenormand cards. These are 36 cards in total, and we can have a look into every area of life, and this is exactly what I'm gonna do now for your February. This is a reading, as you can already see from the title, that is for all the water signs, so Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. I haven't been online on this channel for quite a while because I was a lot online and doing a lot for the German channel that I have. Nevertheless, I do feel ready now to slowly start integrating the Avalon Rituals YouTube channel again, which I am actually very, very happy about. I always knew I would come back here. But I'm gonna start a little bit slowly, which means, or a little bit slow, which basically means I will probably keep the Lenormand readings for the different elements and then do a weekly energy update here. So I guess that's something that you can expect at the moment. But as I've said, since we have 3 signs in one reading now, which obviously in this case it's the water signs, I decided to really go deep into the reading for you. Before we start with the Lenormand, I want to do a little bit of an energy clearing and a balancing of also maybe your energy. So if you like, you can also close your eyes and relax. Take a deep breath into your belly and breathe out. Feel the energy flowing into your body with each breath that you take. All the negative and low vibrational energies, all the tensions in your body are going to be released with every breath out. Just envision the energies leaving your body with breathing out and new fresh energy flowing into your body with every breath in. Take a few more deep breaths and feel how you are more aligned, more balanced, and more relaxed. All right. So I want to give the cards a little shuffle. I already shuffled them before the reading, but let's just give it another little shuffle. And I will lay out the first row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are a couple of cards that we are going to have a look at. One is the Lady. The Lady is basically your card, which just is here. So the Lady is your card, no matter of your gender. And then we do have Love here, symbolized by the heart. So that's obviously a card that we are looking at closely. There's also the card of the anchor and the ring. The anchor symbolizes work and the ring relationships. The man here could be your love interest, a friend, or the most important person you're dealing with in February. Again, no matter of their gender. And the Lenormand is working, for everybody who doesn't know the Lenormand, it's working on different layers. There are so many ways how to interpret these spreads. So the first layer is what you see obviously here. Here's the ring, relationships. The second layer is the different houses. Here's the anchor, the work. Interesting, right? That I said it earlier together, the ring and the anchor, and now they are actually next to each other. So the houses, it's basically each position is a certain house. So this is another thing that's basically the second layer you can look at. Then you can have a look onto the cards that are around the topic. So the cards, for example, around the ring. There's something called knighting, which are the corner cards of the corner cards. You know this from the chess, the knighting. So these cards can also give more information about a specific situation or person. There is the mirroring aspect, which gives also another layer to it. And did I forget something? Oh, and there is the opportunity to really go and jump from one card to the next related to in what house this card falls. So there are different methods, and I'm just gonna let Spirit guide me what's the best method now to interpret your spread. What I want to do first is that I do see you here in the house of the coffin, and the coffin is next to you. So it seems like something in your life is ending, or something in your life is stagnant. Otherwise, since we have the coffin here next to the moon, it might be that there's some situation, because the moon is a psyche, and each card, by the way, has different meanings. So that's something as well, depending on the relation it has to another card. So the moon can be the psyche, the subconscious, and it does feel a little bit like you have something that you carry in your subconscious or in your psyche. There's some sort of sadness, maybe a melancholy, or maybe even something related depression. It doesn't need to be a really hard depression. It can be just be something that is draining you, but it has to do with your psyche or with your emotions here. And I do see you in the coffin as well, so that's like some sort of sadness energy. I do want to have a look around the coffin now a little bit more closely. I do see that the coffin is in the house of the bear. Bear is here. The bear is your strength. That's okay. That's your strength, your self-worth maybe, and we have the coffin on top of that. So it does feel like there's a situation that is draining your energy in your house. So the mountain is in your house. As you can imagine, the mountain can stand for challenges or for blockages. So it does seem like there's something going on that is a little bit like a that is a little bit heavy. Maybe you are working through some emotional blockages, or through some grief, through an ending or something that is not really moving forward. If I now have a look onto the house of the blockages, there are some things unclear. So it might be that that a clarity is at the moment blocked, or that there is some sort of confusion, maybe because of the challenge or the blockage that you're facing. If I now have a look onto the card here that is next to you, you have the child next to you. So the child can mean inner child. Maybe you're doing some inner child work here, especially also with the star next to it. The star is clarity, spirituality. It is success, but also it is the personal development card. So with having those cards here, having a look onto the child, it does seem like there's some inner child healing going on. The snake can stand for healing. So also with the snake being in the house of the heart, it does feel like there is some healing going on, some healing related to emotions, some healing related in your love life. Maybe there are some complications in your love life, but I'm going to have a look at this later. First, I want to really dive into those energies here. Because like I've said, this is the house of the snake, and one aspect of the snake is healing. And the child can stand for a new beginning, which could be the case as well. It might be that there's a successful new beginning, but that includes that something that was a burden, something heavy, needs to end, which can cause a little bit of emotional stress here. But it also could be that there's a new lightness, therefore, right? The child is like very playful and it's light, it's a new beginning. And so I do see those both aspects. Something seems to end, and it seems to be an ending that might be a little bit difficult, like a challenge for you and your emotional life or your psyche. But I do also feel like this is actually something that will bring in new energy of lightness, of playfulness and success. It's almost like the one thing is going so that a better thing can come into your life, that something is getting more easy again here. If I now have a look onto your further environment, we see the cross and the key. The cross is a burden. It's also karma or a lesson. And in relation to the key, I do feel like there is a solution related to a heavy situation, to a situation that that might was, like I said, burdening you. And if I have a look onto the house of the cross, we do see the scythe. And the scythe could stand for something that comes in suddenly. It could be an ending, something that has been cut short. And if I now have a look into the house of the scythe, we do see the heart here. So it all feels like there is some emotional pain which could have been related to a sudden ending or a situation that has been built up for quite a while. It was quite a burden, and now this is going to end maybe quite suddenly. Related to also emotional pain. I'm not saying that this is going without any pain, but also it feels like therefore new clarity is coming in and this new beginning energy. And I feel like you are a little bit nervous about this new beginning, because the new beginning also sometimes means not knowing. But I do feel it's gonna be so worth it to go through it, because the energy I just get when I feel into those cards is like, whoa, this is amazing. But to get this amazing energy, something else needs to go first. And I also feel, like I've said, there is inner child healing going on, and the healing of aspects in your love life or emotional aspects. Having said this, I do want to go to the heart immediately, because I want to see, okay, what's this about? It seems like this is somehow related to your love life. If I now have a look onto this, there is a solution in your love life. And again, something is ending in your love life. Something is transforming. What is ending? The fox. And this is actually a good situation, because the fox can stand for caution, where you're like, okay, I'm not sure if I can trust this or if I can't trust this. It sometimes can stand for something like lies, or like how do you say, like deceit, and or distrust. Maybe you are not trusting something, but whatever it is where you feel like you need to be cautious, or whatever this energy is in your love life, there is this ending. This is ending, and that's a good thing. And also with the cross here, cross in the house of the fox, again, there is such a connection, like something that isn't right anymore is ending, and that's the key. That's a solution here in this situation. We do see there is luck coming in, and actually this is also quite interesting. What do we see here? We see luck coming in, communication, and we do see decisions related to the heart. And the beautiful thing is that it seems like a withdrawal or setting boundaries is actually the luck that is coming in. So I don't know who is here the person who is withdrawing, if you are setting boundaries, which could be the case with the Tower, or if someone else is withdrawing. I do feel that's a good thing, even though it gives you a bit of conflict here. Also, we have the Sun in next to the heart, and the Sun is the best card in the whole deck. So everywhere the sun shines onto, things will get lighter, easier. Happiness is going to come in, success is going to come in, and this is here related to the heart. So it seems like there's a decision or options that are coming in that are going to give you a lot of strength, because the bear again is strength, and I feel like there's something that was taking your strength, or you gave your strength away or your power away. And the Sun is also a lot of strength and success. So I do feel the opportunities and the decisions in your love life will give you a lot of positive energy, a lot of strength, a lot of power in the long run. And also we have the 2 luck cards here, right? So we have the Clover and the Sun, both cards next to the heart. So whatever shows up in your love life, I think what you could do is just simply trust that it's for the best, for the highest good of everybody involved. There might be a conversation here, or very likely a conversation. I mean, especially if there are decisions, they will very likely be communicated. There is something about some sort of action and movement that you might not trust, or maybe you're careful because there's some sort of meeting. That could be a date or a meeting where you're like, okay, I'm going to go into this meeting, I'm going to meet this person, but I'm going to be very careful and mindful here. That could be an energy here as well. Having said this, what's the next card that we're going to? Let me see. I think we're going to go to the ring and have a look onto partnerships. So if I now mirror this, actually there is a lot. This is so interesting. And of course, this partnership, which could be any kind of relationship. This could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be someone from your family or work. While this related to your love life or something that is really close to your heart could be another situation, right? So this doesn't need to be one situation, it could be 2 situations. What I can see is that related to your ring, something is growing in your relationships. Maybe you have strong, stable relationships that are helping you through a certain time period at the moment. There is stability in a relationship, in a specific one, or maybe in general you have stable relationships, and also something that is really growing or long term. If I now have a look onto the other cards, we do have success and happiness in a partnership, because those 2 cards here are basically success, happiness. This is a wish fulfillment related to your to a certain relationship. And then I see the ship here as well. Ship is something that you're longing for. This could be a long distance relationship where you have, or a person who's maybe in a foreign country, or a long distance relationship, whatever way, that is really like a blessing for you here. Or there might be even a wish fulfillment related to this connection. If we now have a look onto the cards here around the ring, we do see the blockages here and some unclarities, some uncertainties here. The lilies would stand for something that is maturing. So maybe a certain situation in a partnership just needs a little bit more time. That could be something, and maybe this is just like the unclarities will clear away after time, because it feels like you're getting a lot of wisdom and maturity out of the connection here. And we do have the key, which is solutions and security, same as this. So I do feel on the one hand there are very strong, balancing, positive relationships in your life that also could be very much work related here. I do think though there is something, because those 2 cards mean something that comes in suddenly, like a surprise. There might be, let me just see, there might be something coming in quite suddenly, which might be related to some sort of blockages or challenges. But nevertheless, I also see that there's a lot of success energy when it comes to your relationships. Some things, there might be a very specific relationship here, because the lilies can stand for an older male person. Therefore, it could be a father. It could be a father, a grandfather, an older male, a mature man. Or simply the lilies can stand for family. So there might be a situation in your family or with this specific male person that is a little bit unclear, but you're going to find a solution here. So what's the solution? The solution is in the house of the mice. So there is something worrying. And the mice are in the house of the mice are in the house of a male person here. It might be that you feel that you have some worries or doubts related to this male person. If you're watching as a male, this could also be a woman. So this is simply a main person card, no matter of their gender. It might be that there are some worries related to this person, or that maybe there is a fear of losing this person. I'm gonna have a look onto this person in a second as well. Boom, 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 boom. Let me just see. It might be that finances are coming in from the public like a surprise. Like there's maybe a gift coming in, or some abundance coming in related to the public, like a surprise, and that might be quite suddenly. So let's have a look at this person. This person is in the house of the public. The garden is a public. So maybe this person is at the moment very much concerned with with the public situation, with society, with a certain amount of environment. That could be something. We do see the unclarity here as well, right? So that's interesting, because those cards, let's say those cards that are connecting the ring, are also here connected to this person. So there might be some blockages and unclarities that cause a bit of stress, maybe for you related to this person, or this person itself feels like there are some blockages. Since we do have the ship here, it might be that this is a person from a foreign country, or someone who's far away. That could be something here as well. I do see some worries and blockages with this person. There is this energy of the Tower here. So the Tower is the withdrawing, feeling alone or isolated, which could be a situation related to this person. But there is a positive change coming, that also here related to this person gives a little bit of nervousness and stress. It could be excitement here. So maybe in a withdrawal there comes a positive change, which brings a little bit more life again into the situation. Also, this person is thinking about change. This person thinks about change, positive change, and clearing out some conflicts, very likely conflict related to family matters or some inner conflict. There's quite a lot between you guys. So we do have, if I just have a feel into the cards that are laying like roundabout between you, I would say there is some stress and nervousness because of karmic burdens or karmic lessons, but also it might be the case that there is a new beginning or new clarity coming. I do feel though like the clarity is more something that comes related to you and the situation, or that you will feel more clear. All right, let's see, what else do we got? If I have a look here, we do see a strong love connection with this person, actually. This is what I can see here with the love and the sun, but there seems to be something. This could be isolation, and since this is in that, maybe this person is a bit further away and this is something that is nagging on you. Like I've said, maybe this is the long distance relationship, and at the moment you can't see each other, and so there is a feeling of this isolation going on. With the stork, there is a positive change that brings excitement because of a new beginning. We do see a very strong happiness and love energy. We also see here is loyalty, and there's some sort of flow and abundance with this person. This could also be the card of the soul, which in that case would mean there is a soul connection with this person. What else do we have? Yeah, just look at that. So now, since I didn't see this before, which is why this is so interesting to go into all the other layers, what I can see also is that this is coming in here. There is a karmic relationship with this person. So I do feel there is a specific person you have a karmic relationship with that is in general like a gift. I feel like this person is someone who brings a lot of happiness and blessings to your life, but also the challenges that comes with working through the karma. And it does seem like there are some things you're going to learn about, or you have lessons to learn really with this person and this person with you. So this is interesting, because before I didn't know who this person was, but now I see there is a love connection and there is growth happening in this connection. The ring is in the house of the lilies, so it is maturing. The relationship is maturing. Yes, there are conflicts. Yes, there are blockages. Blockages also related to you. Right? So there are some things that you are actually working through. And maybe this is also why there's at the moment a distance between you guys, right? Because this is something that I can see also from where you guys are in this whole deck. But I do feel like for you, there's a lot of emotional healing going on. There are definitely options and decisions that will bring you more into your power, into your strength, which is really beautiful. So the center of the reading with this person is like there are still some things unclear, but there's also a positive change on the horizon. Again, I know I repeat sometimes certain things, but since I always look onto it from different angles, I sometimes just need to repeat them, and then they are actually even like double value. So because you can also have a look at the center card, the center cards, which show me that's the center of the reading. Positive change, exciting new beginning here. And yeah, like I've said, this person is definitely thinking about clearing out some conflict energies, and maybe this is why this person is also withdrawing, because maybe the two of you are working through a lot of things at the moment separately. If you are in a relationship and you are not far away from each other, it might be that there is nevertheless a certain distance between you guys, even if you live together, because you are both like working on your things, you know what I mean? I want to have a look at the anchor, because that's your work life, and your work life is in the house of the sun. So there is a lot of positive success energy when it comes to your work. There might be a new beginning or something new coming into your work life. It might be that you are in a leading position here, because the bear is someone also in a leading position. That could be a coach, a trainer. It could be you being self-employed, for example, or you in a leading position here. That could also be something like a psychologist. You know, people who help people, especially with this dog here, because the dog is also someone who's really supportive, who's really helping. So I do get from what you do here, either someone can really help and support you with a new beginning that you want to have in your job area, or you are someone who is helping people with something that you do, with some service. If I have a look onto the other cards, we do see also here that could be a contract, a work contract. It could also mean that there are certain partnerships related to your work life that are very beneficial, where you feel very at home with. For some of you, maybe that not for a big part here, but for some of you watching, it could be that these are family related business. Also, things are maturing. We have some really positive aspects here again for your work life. There is the snake in combination with the size. So maybe there's something that you need to let go of in your work area. Maybe there are some complications, because that's another meaning of the snake, that there are some complications in your work life or some delays. Okay, let me see. What else? Okay, I have now done... This is something that I at some point always need to do, because I really need to check if I have had a look onto everything. Oh yes, this is what I didn't do. I did not... Let me just check. I didn't knight the heart. So what I can see here is also there's something growing. And then we do have So something seems to grow, or you have a long-term love, someone who's really in your love life. We do also then see connected to the heart, the gentleman here with the ship. So again, that might be something that is distant. For some of you, it might mean, and this, sorry, for some of you, this might mean that a distance is growing. Which I do feel is just because you're working both through some things. But if I just take this single, like each card here single, I would say there is a strong love, a stable love. There is love is growing, and there's a lot of growth in your love life. And then we do have the long distance, someone who's far away maybe, or something you're longing for. And then we do have the gentleman here, which of course is connected to the love life as well. All right, let me see. We've done the lady, we've done the anchor. If I mirror the anchor, we do get those cards. Oh yeah, and in the house of the anchor is the flower. So it might be that you do something creatively, something in the beauty or fashion industry, something artistic, something with your hands. That could all fall under the flowers. Or it might be that there's a surprise coming into your work life, which is with the flowers always a good surprise. It also seems like you are very much on the right path of fulfilling your destiny, your life purpose here. There might be some unclarities and uncertainties related to your work life, but I do feel like you are on the right path. With the moon, you might do something related to emotions, the psyche, or women. It might also be that you work with your intuition or psychic abilities. Otherwise, the moon would stand for recognition in your work life. So that could be also something. And I feel like this is destined. I feel like you are on the right path related to your work life. All right, guys, I feel like I have gone now through all the different aspects. As you can see, it always gets a little bit slower at the end because you really just need to see if there are any informations that you can squeeze out of the deck. But I do feel like we're done now, so I would say thank you for listening. If you like to connect with me on Instagram, I have an Instagram account called Avalon Rituals. I will link you the account below the video. If you would like to have your own personal readings, each 1st and 15th of a month, having new card readings on my website, which is called avalonrituals.com. Also the link below the video. So since in a couple of days, the 1st of February will be here, I do have, like I've said, a certain contingent of readings that I'm gonna put on the website from the 1st, and once they are done or gone, they are gone, and then the next readings will be online on the 15th, and this is my rhythm that I do now. So yeah, check out the website, check out the Instagram, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, or if you like, do a comment and tell me how you resonated with the reading. I think that's it. I hope you have a blessed day. See you next time.